Hello, welcome to a new series where we try out Wandering Voice Keens Delirium. And this spirit was on the top of my excitement list, just from the art, just knowing that it's quite a control-based spirit, and also a spirit that bases a lot of its powers around strife. I think is really cool, because the only other spirit that really does that is Trickster, another spirit which I actually really like. And Trickster is currently hiding from me right now. Oh, there they are. Um, yeah, so I really like the idea of strife and Dahan counterattacks and setting that up. However, there is a bit of a rub with this spirit. If our Incarna, we are an Incarna spirit, is adjacent to Dahan, they do not participate in Ravage if there is strife in that land. So it's a bit spatial. If we had, say, a town here with strife, this Incarna means that these Dahan will not participate. It would still consume the strife, but no Dahan counterattack will happen. So we have to kind of move away from Dahan if we can, if we're setting up that counterattack, which is quite interesting. And when we add strife to towns or explorers, we can push that invader. And I love that. I love the idea of that. Gosh, it's so loud out. Why are these machines so loud? Anyway, so yes, let's have a look at our power cards and hopefully these things will start to make sense. So, exhale confusion and delirium. 2 fear in a target land with strife. Invaders with strife don't participate in ravage. And that means to me is we're going to gather, this is my game plan, gather into a land with loads of strife, push everything in there, and then when it ravages, we just ignore and just keep that strife. And that's important because this innate here only deals damage and destroys invaders with strife. So we want to keep that strife around. Now, when we oh yeah, so I was going to say spread tumult and delusion. When we move our Incarna or add it to a land, we add a strife. So these special rules combo together quite nicely. And say if we pushed this into here, we'd add a strife and we'd push it because it's a town. And then we can keep strife on there with exhale and have a great time. Right, frightful keening. Push our Incarna. If this pushes into a land with invaders, 2 fear before adding strife. I don't know what edge case that's accounting for, but that's very good. Add some strife. Love it. Turmoil's touch. Now this is interesting. Another spirit. Target spirit may either pay 1 energy or discard a power card to take a minor power into their discard. We can do it as well. Interesting. I'll just leave it there. But lots of elements, good for us. Twist perceptions. Add 1 strife, where you may push the invader you added strife to. So this says, if we use this card on here, we can first push it and then add strife. Push it first before pushing it with this power. What? So that basically means we can push this twice. Add a strife, push, push, and gather them into this land. Very cool. So lots of control. Lots of control. Now, air is very important in terms of elements because this fast innate here means we can push our Incarna. And again, when we push, we can add strife. And when we add strife, we can push invaders. So we're chasing invaders around the board. And I like making little pockets. I like locking the inland down. So I think this spirit is really cool. Let's see where Prussia 6 explores first. So, sands, wetlands. Okay. Right. Interesting. So immediately I want to try and make a pocket, but I don't know if I can. And that's okay. Twisted perceptions, maybe. All right. So growth options. We can move an incarnate anywhere, add 2 presence, or get a power card and some air. I like the idea of just focusing on this left innate. So if we take the 3rd growth option, grab a minor. Ooh, Delusions of danger. My gosh, that is just perfect, elements-wise. Is it the best card right now? Probably, to be honest. Let's pick it up. And then add a presence from bottom. Gain an energy. And get an air. Now, we start off with 0 energy per turn, which is a bit scary. Let's see if we can spread this presence around a bit. Okay, great. So, 2 card plays, 1 energy. Well, it'd be rude not to play that, wouldn't it? And probably we want to 0 cost, probably Turmoil's Touch. There we go. That's pretty good. Right, so let's push this into here because that stops a build. Then we can push our Incarnate twice. I don't know if you can hear that music. We're going to push that in there, which adds a strife. I might actually copy this over here. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh gosh, what have I done? Can we clone it? Just so it's a bit closer, actually. Yeah, there we go. So we add a strife in here, which means we can push. So let's push this towards the coast. Then we can push our Incarnate again, add a strife, and then push that into a land which hopefully won't matter. Ideally, I want to push this towards the coast, but it's not working out. Maybe we push it over this way instead. Okay. That seems pretty good. We've used that. Here we go. So building the wetlands and the sands. Okay. Escalate. Add a town here. Explore into the sands. Okay. And that is it. So looking pretty good. Can we deal with this ravage? I think so. This might have to go, but we're going to have to deal with it eventually. Right, do we want to do this? Pay 1 energy or discard a power card. I think we have to do one of them. Maybe? We're not really going to use this card yet, but it's 0 cost, which is really good. Right, let's just try it. Let's discard that. Take 1. Add it to our discard. That's fine. Then, 1 fear. We have to target a land with strife, which we can. We'll target this one with our sacred site. 1 fear per moon, which is 2. And then 1 damage per sun, which is 2. To an invader with strife. That actually clears it up nicely. Very cool. Time passes. Okay. I kind of want to do the same thing and just go... Who is that music? Just having a little party outside. I kind of want to keep pushing. Like push, push. And then do the same thing, right? Let's do it. So let's get a miner. Add a presence into here. Gain an energy and an air. Right, what have we got? No air. No air for you. Maybe blight removal will be okay for now. Skip a build. Could be good in this land, maybe. I think maybe blight removal as a bit of a... is okay. Okay, and then if we played these 2 cards... Ooh. Seems good. Right, 2 fear in a target land with strife. This lucky explorer does not participate in ravages, does nothing this turn, but it's okay. We really do it for the innate. So we get to push twice. Push. Push you in there. We're going to clear that up though, is it? I think that's okay. Actually, what am I doing? And we push this into here. Like so. And then instead of this jungles where it doesn't even matter, we can use exhale into this land. So nothing participates in ravage because we're adjacent. That seems pretty good. Let's try it. Okay. Let's see. Do we have the earth? Yes, we do. Let's forget that. To get this +4 defense in all lands next turn. This turn we have a minus defense, but it's fine. We don't need it. Fruits land with beasts and cities does nothing. 4 or fewer Dahan, we're all good. Okay, first fear card. Do not explore coastal lands. Okay. Ravage does absolutely nothing. That's okay, that's okay. Dahan, I'm really sorry. Took one for the team, and then we're going to build in the sands. Then, wetlands again. Escalation, I guess here, and then wetlands. Gosh, swingy game. Oh, but we do not explore into this land. Okay, now we can add a strife and then push that. We can push, technically, this city into here. Or we could start working on this. It's really tricky, isn't it? We might have to let some things blight, alas. I don't really want to have this wetlands blight in case we get a coastal. So maybe we add a strife here and then push this into here. I think that's okay. And then 2 fear for 2 moons, and then 1 damage to this. Just get rid of that invader. That seems pretty good. Right, so we're going to cascade in this unless we do something about it. I think we do need to reclaim. So let's do it. It's going to be a bit of a bad turn. I say bad, but we can add this into any land with our presence. So we could make it, maybe add it into here, which adds a strife. And then we can push that. Seems okay. And then we can stop the build in the wetlands, which will be actually really good. And then Turmoil's Touch just doesn't really do much. We could get rid of a town. Yep, that's fine. So we can push this explorer into here, which is fine. And we can push once. We can push this into here. And then this explorer goes towards the coast a bit more. I think we're doing okay. Destroy presence and lose 1 energy. I will take it. I will take it. We have no energy to lose, but we destroy presence. Disease doesn't prevent builds. Okay. Oh, 1 fear. That's great. Each board with 5 or more Dahan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never mind. Okay. Isolate 1 land. Let's see. Let's isolate this land to make a pocket. Right. We're going to ravage. And that's going to cascade. Finally go blighted. All things weaken. Oh my gosh. This card is either really good or really bad. Okay, so build in the wetlands. And then it's escalation time. Let's escalate actually here. And then explore in the mountains. This does not explore because it's not adjacent to buildings. That feels okay. Do you want to... Yeah, let's discard that card and we'll take... Ooh, that's really good for us, elements-wise. And that's it. We've got 2 fear, and then we can destroy some invaders, some... Don't know what we want to get rid of. Maybe these 2. Yeah, that seems good. Clear up the board a bit. Okay, time passes. Now, this is where we can really do some damage. Yeah, we want as much strife in here as possible, because hopefully we want to lock this down when it ravages. So let's take this... Oh, we could do this double. Maybe something like that. I do like the reclaim 1, though. Let's try it. I don't think we need the air. So we've got zero energy. So let's Let's actually get some energy to play with. Oh, this is so difficult. Instead, I kind of want to do this just to get enough energy to play these cards. Okay, go for this energy. And where? I mean, it was like this, wasn't it? And then we'll take from this instead to get 2 energy. We can put this over here. That's fine. Or maybe over here, that'll be good. What have we got here? We've got lots of air, which is lovely. Veil of the Night's Hunt. Ooh, that could be interesting. Remember, we've got all things weaken as well. So everything has -1 health. Which is lovely. I'm just going to take a sip of coffee. Yeah. I feel like the fear is also very good. And the defend. Because we've got these 2 lands locked down. The defend could be really good. Yeah, Rain of Blood, it has to be. Right, 0 cost air. I love it. So, we can push. Do we want to do this? I don't think we need to. We played both of these cards. That is pretty good. And it unlocks Dissonate here. Oh, no, hang on. We can't do that just yet. Frightful Keening. Maybe you want to just play these 2 cards for now. Play that. And we're good to go. So we can push twice. Let's try 1. 2. Shuts down that land there. That's pretty good. We're going to have to bleed into the ocean. Don't have to worry about the Ravage. That's it for now then. Okay, we're building up to it. Okay. Terror level 1. We do not have fear cards. Ugh. Markers to the top of the pool. Add a beast to land adjacent. Then destroy a Dahan. Let's just plot that there for now. And defense. Okay, we're good. Ravage in the wetlands. Build in the mountains. And then jungle sands. Okay. That's the only ones that explore. Pretty good. Pretty good. Right, so we need to set up. I want to thin this land out and maybe do that defense on the jungle sands. We can push, get 2 fear, push this into here, add a strife, but we can't push this city. That's okay. We can add a strife into here and push this into this mountains, which is pretty good. And 1 fear per moon, and 1 damage. I can just get rid of that explorer. That's really good, actually. Okay, time passes. Right, we've got some energy income. I think we finally do the double growth just to get this reclaim. Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage looking at this. But because of all things weaken, it just takes 1 damage to add blight. So we want to prevent that if we can. So if we do that, add these, we should. We just need to really stabilize. I'm wondering if we just use this now. We should be able to manage, right? And we get... Do we want back? Delusions of Danger? Stops a build. We played these. Oh gosh. We played these. It's pretty good. Next time we've got loads of cards to play with. I think that's probably the best we can do right now. Okay, so 2 fear. These do not participate in Ravage if they have Strife. And then I think we need to use that defense. We will push this into here and hope we can deal with it next turn. Or maybe just into here, just to be safe. And we can push twice. So let's push this, add a strife to this town, and then push this again into here to add a strife into this town, but do not push. And then we're going to have to use that defense. And then hope we can do something about this. Okay. Time passes. Right. Stage 3. After advancing, build in any one terrain not shown. Oh gosh. Each beast deals 2 damage. Alright. Add 1 Dahan to a mountain or sands. Okay. Remove 1 explorer from an inland land. It does nothing. Right. So we ravage. We're defended. We're good. We build in the jungles and the sands. Okay. We explore mountains, jungles. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're going to do this. We really need to get this innate online. I think we're a bit slow to do that. What turn are we on? Yeah. Okay. I think that's all that explored. And then build. We have to build in the wetlands. Okay. Interesting. And we still add a town if there are no invaders. If we're not in the build step, I believe. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 fear. Terror level 2. This is good. 2 fear. And then we can do 2 damage. But everything has -1 health. So we can start chipping away, actually, at this city. That's pretty good. 2 fear cards. Time passes. Now we're going to have to reclaim. Gain an energy. And we can put this in here at the strife. We just... Oh no, look. I think that's going to be okay. So we have to deal with this somehow. It's got 3. 1. Oh gosh, what's going on today? 1, 2. We might just lose. That blight removal could have been good, but I don't know if we had time to do it. Yeah, I think this is the best we can really do. And hope these fear cards do something to this land. Okay. Do we just go for fear? Let's see. 2 fear. And these strifed invaders do not participate. We've got 2 pushes, so let's push this into here. Add a strife. Then push back. Push this into here. Oh no! We lost a town. Okay, anything in this ocean is in the mountains. Okay, so we've just got 3 damage to deal with. So it's either a fear card. It's a bit risky, isn't it? Either we do fear or we just push 1 out. What do we do? Really difficult. But if we can just get to the slow phase. 3 terror level 2 cards. Is that enough? I don't know. I say we go for it. 2 fear. Okay, instead of pushing. Let's try it. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Years of little rain. Let's do it. Voracious growth. Get out of here. And we actually don't have any Zahan in our land, so that does nothing. Okay. And again, these beasts are not positioned well. During Ravage, defend 1 per Dahan in that land. Okay. We've got no Dahan around. So that event wasn't great for us. 1 damage per Dahan. Okay. That's fine. Does something. Ooh. 1 explorer from a land adjacent from a beast. That's pretty good. No, we've not done it. Push 3 things from an inland land. Okay, unfortunately, we did not manage to take the win today. So we're going to ravage. I feel like we were close, but we just couldn't focus on this land enough. That's probably the issue here. So we get a blight, we got a cascade, and then we got a cascade again, and we lose. But I think the general game plan was pretty good. I think, again, I always forget about this land here because it's only got 2 adjacencies. So it's a real hotspot in solo to make sure it's clear. And I think maybe instead of focusing on this land here, we could have focused on this sands for that very reason, because we had no way to put the blight in a good way. We could have also maybe squeezed out some blight removal, maybe. It's just it would have been a very difficult turn. But maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. Just to pump the brakes a bit. But yeah, overall, I really like this spirit. I really like this control spirit. We didn't manage to get this innate here, but every sun and moon pair you have, destroy an invader with strife. So you can imagine, I mean, 3/3 in here, that's 1, 2, 3 buildings just destroyed. And that's really the goal here. I feel like I was a bit slow to get this. I feel like maybe instead of this, we could have, I don't know, gone down this way, completely bottom track. I don't know. We'll find out. Oops, just knocked the mic. But anyway, either way, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.